if I heard you correctly, and I believe I did, you said that man elevates his soul at the point of death. So it seems to me it would make sense to create that condition without going overboard. That is to say, whatever condition is created at the point of death when man dies, and that is when he elevates his soul, can we actually create that condition without dying? Because then
exactly. You want to post it yourself, or do you like to be posted? That's the difference. When you post it yourself, you decide where it goes. When they post you, you have to stay at the discretion of the soul of the others. And then it comes the point of judgment. There is something which a lot of people have not comprehended. I'm not going to just say you don't understand, because Canada says a lot of people don't like that word. But in reality, people never have comprehended it. Is that when you come to the point of separation from the physicality, now you're in a pool of magnets. When you're in physicality, you decide where you walk. You get this poor chap, which is your soul, on your head, and you take him anywhere you like to go. He's there, he can't go anywhere, you trapped him. When you die, this chap goes where he likes. And where he likes is according to what you have gathered in the strength in respect to the other souls that he finds his position. This is the problem with physicality. With the world of physicality, we drag the soul into any mud we like, and then we blame the mud and the place we've been to. When you finish with the dragging of this soul across different places, then something strange happens. Now it's the soul. It's totally fields. We've seen it with the magnets I show. When you put a magnet here and here, according to the strength we have, we call it magnet positioning. So in how much the soul has absorbed and given, and what the strength has gathered in its center, dictates the position of the soul in respect to the others. Now it's detached from physicality. You can't take the soul to macro, or take him to another shopping place, or take him to Harrods, because all the soul rich goes. You'll find out the richer places you go, the less soul is in it, because they've stolen more to be in that position. So when you come to the point of detachment, that's what I call, is that doesn't matter where the physicality lies, because it's the soul which guides the physicality. And man never understands it. If man understands that 2 legs and 2 arms are actually the worst thing man ever had, because he's carrying somebody who doesn't want to go to a place, then he has to balance himself. He balances with the soul, and then you say, I went there and that accident happened because you did something in a physical condition. The soul was there, so the soul tries to bring it in a balance. That what you've done wrong, now you've taken from something else. Then consequence of sudden move is not knowing what you're going to hit. Many times I explain that in the teaching. And many times something happens to me, I say, I wonder what did I do in physicality that my soul is trying to correct. You see many people who are busy with their physical life, and they do anything to get anywhere. At some point in life, they pay everything back. And that's the pattern. And if you understand, I leave it to my soul, but I would like to be wealthy enough in physicality that I can give more. This happened to one guy. A man, literally going back about 80, 90 years ago, a truck driver in south of Iran. He's not a merchant, he just have an old banger truck taking things from one place to another. He comes to a new path of belief, and he goes to see the founder of the faith. And he asks him, what do you want? He says, I want to be the richest man, that I can give whatever I make, but in your path. He says, your wish is sincere, is granted. In less than 10 years, he became the richest man in the country, literally the richest man. And he made one thing: he never broke his bond with this, what I call, creator. The more he gave, the more richer he became. And he became a banker for the government. But he never broke his bond. This is how we do. This is how it's done. The wealth doesn't come by physicality. The wealth comes by the position of sincerity, what you give to what you take. Your soul is unfortunate to be in the prison of the physicality of the man. To free the soul that dictates a free position of physicality takes a lot of trust. Because even though it's within the structure of the brain of the man, allows the other souls to dictate it where to be, that he can serve best the others. This is how I live. You cannot, many times I said to Caroline, you cannot give if the recipient is not ready to get, to receive. And then it becomes a torture for both. One gives so much, the other one does not, and is not prepared to take because he cannot see the strength of what is given. And then it becomes a burden to both. One is not receiving what he needs, and the one is giving so much that the other one doesn't receive. It happens in many marriages of business, personal relationship, relationship with the God. Expectation from the creator is the state of level of a man not understanding himself that he is a creator. Thou shalt not steal. More men steal from their own souls than actually steal from pocket of the others. Then they position themselves. Any other question?